body in so many ways, strength, flexibility. We've been knowing this for years now. Millennia, actually. Sometimes starting yoga, though, can be intimidating. So this morning we're talking about a kind of yoga you can do while you're sitting right there in your chair or standing close to one. Joining us this morning is our official yoga instructor, Rebecca Santilla, to talk about chair yoga and to show us a few moves as well. Rebecca, wonderful to see you again. When you were here last time, remember I talked about how I was inspired to kick off a yoga program?
Did you?
Remember that? No. But today is going to mark the beginning of it.
Okay.
So give me something I can work with here and get started.
All right, so yeah, chair yoga really is a great way for everybody to get involved, especially seniors, and if you have other physical limitations, maybe you're carrying a little extra weight.
Right.
And it helps so the chair helps so you don't have to go down to the floor.
Right, and you can get up in the office and do it if you want to?
Sure.
You can do it sitting around the house watching TV
Absolutely.
if you want to, so it's very
Absolutely.
handy.
It is very handy.
All right.
So the first thing you want to remember, have a nice sturdy chair. You don't want to have a chair that is rolling around underneath you.
No, that would be a whole different kind of exercise experience.
Yeah,
yes.
and the great thing also about chair yoga is, especially when I'm working with seniors, we want to keep their shoes on. So that differs from traditional yoga where you usually take your shoes off.
Yes, we had that conversation a moment
We
ago.
did.
I said, should I take my shoes off? She goes, no, seniors keep their shoes on. I'm going, I oughta. All right, so shoes are on.
Yes. So yeah, you want to go through a couple moves?
Let's do it.
All right, so let's start sitting in the chair.
All right.
And we're going to start with something that's traditionally done on the floor, a spinal twist. So take your left hand and put it on your right knee, and take your right hand and put it behind you. Come up right to the edge of the chair.
Okay.
And you're going to slide your hand
That way.
through there. Yeah, there you go. And then you're just sitting nice and tall and looking over that shoulder behind you, really stretching out the spine. You know, I heard a saying the other day, I thought it was so good, you're only as old as your spine feels.
Did you hear that adjustment right there? I had
Do you a little crack? I love that.
Right
so let's do the other side,
That's
Jim.
supposed to happen, right?
Yeah,
Okay, good.
it definitely
Good,
feels good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And really look over and
It
stretch
really
it out.
feels good.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, when you get up early in the morning, well, you know, she
Yeah.
is a former producer here, so you know what the morning life is like, just to get your body moving
Everything's
and stretches.
stiff, and and that's another great advantage of the yoga. You know, you get the joints moving, especially for seniors. They're getting stiff, and so
Again with the seniors. All right. So what else do we have?
All right, so let's do something to open up the hips. Take your right foot and put it right on top of your left knee there.
See, I can't do that and sit up.
I
at the
know,
same
and then
time.
you just gently, you could just push down on that upper thigh,
Tough one there, man.
and then maybe just lean forward a little bit to deepen the stretch.
Yeah, well, I'm going to have to do a little more limbering up on that one right there. But that's very impressive. You're actually leaning forward at a pretty good angle.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not even getting off
Let's
the
do
back
the
of
other
the
side.
chair. I might be a little better on that other side.
Yeah.
Yep,
And that's a good point. The two sides of the body are always
A little bit different. Right?
Yeah.
And it makes no sense. It makes no difference whether you're right-handed or left-handed. It's kind of random.
It is. Yeah, but usually I think I've found that it's usually your dominant side is usually a little
That
stronger.
really feels good down
Yep,
through
right into the hips.
here.
So this
Yes,
is traditionally
yes,
done
yes.
on the floor, pigeon pose.
And that's one of the first areas to go.
Yeah.
You know, seniors are heading towards seniors. That is where you tend to just really get tight the
yeah,
fastest.
exactly.
All right.
Let's do something else to sort of open up the hips. Stick that come right onto the corner of the chair,
Okay.
and then stick that back leg out behind you,
Okay.
and then open the hips up towards the camera.
Are you actually?
My foot's on for you.
All right.
Good. And then you could open your arms up if you want as well.
Like that.
Yeah.
Now this is also a variation
all-
on a standing pose.
It
as
is
well,
Warrior
right?
2.
What's the one where I know one yoga pose
What's
for
that?
sure, and that's the one where you go like that, and then you bring it over, and then you come down.
Triangle.
Like that.
Yeah, nice triangle.
But that's sort of
but
a
you could
variation
do that on
the
the
sitting
chair. Yeah.
one, right?
And you could again open up your legs and
Yeah.
just bring your arm down. So
And look up at your higher hand, so you get the whole stretch up there too.
Exactly.
Okay,
Let's
okay.
go up to standing. Let's start with standing, a little tree pose. Everybody knows tree pose, right?
Do they?
Do they? Okay. So tree's a balancing posture.
Okay.
And we'll start by shifting our weight into our right leg and then just bringing our left leg out to the side, the knee out to the side, and you could rest the foot
Well,
on
this
that.
is a situation where I'm quite a bit taller than you, and the chair is a little bit low.
Right, yeah.
So make your own adjustments on that.
Exactly.
according to your
And then
height,
you have
right?
the option, right? You could lift up an arm
Okay.
and maybe lift up the other.
All right. Oh,
a little,
little
see?
balance thing right there,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
Hello.
I'm not doing great. This one I need a little more discipline on though, and then you just try to lock into
Yeah.
the prayer pose.
And I don't usually do that with the seniors because they tend to be a little bit wobbly.
This takes a little core strength right
Exactly.
here to make
Working
this
the
work.
core.
Let's put up some of the lists here of some of the things we just went through.
Increase your strength,
you
flexibility,
really
balance.
see this as a way to kind of get started. It's a good thing to kind of experience some of the feeling of yoga.
You get all the great benefits of yoga,
Yeah.
but in the safety of a chair.
All right, that makes a lot of sense. That felt great.
Good.
You know, it's nothing else. Just doing that twist around right there, it just brings your spine
good.
back to life again. All right, this time I'm really going to get going.
All right.
All right.
It's a deal.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Come back and see us very soon.
Absolutely, I will.
Okay, thank you very much.
Namaste.
For more information on this, everyone, go to WTNH.com.
Thanks.
Thank you, Rebecca. Great having you here. Let's go
I'll
over to
be
Sam
honest with
right
you,
now.
man. I'm going to go to WTNH.com just to watch that video, man. You are a flexible guy.
Yeah, you're mocking me. Just because you didn't get the rain right doesn't mean you have to attack other people.
A little bit mocking him. All right. Here's your lifestyle forecast for today, which, you know, I wish that I could talk about the last full day of summer featuring summertime weather, but also featuring the summertime sunshine that we typically see. You'll probably want to run the air conditioner today. This morning, the first morning in many weeks that I woke up when I had the window shut and I felt a little bit warm. You will need to keep the umbrella handy. Will you need it? You know, at times you might, but